Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. It's great to see a few more of you over here since the last video we did. It's still really exciting when we get a subscriber, so please keep them coming. So today we are going to talk about Valentine's Day. By the way, it's only a couple of weeks away, so I hope you're getting organised. And we're going to talk about some of the things we think you should keep in mind when planning a romantic mini break in Scotland. But before I start, I just want to mention that we now offer these lovely holiday vouchers. Lots of them were snapped up over Christmas and New Year, and they were given as gifts, and we've already had people phoning in with them and booking their holidays. But basically these vouchers come in values from £50 to £500, but we can also put a value that you want in there, so it can be 60, 80, whatever you want. But basically you can purchase these from us as a gift or for yourself, and they can be used against a holiday home booking. Okay, so the first thing that you need to think about is the destination. Where are you going to go? Where do you want to go? And where is going to be the perfect place for you both to relax and enjoy? The destination is a really important one to think about, because obviously for a shorter break you don't want to spend half of it in the car or on public transport or travelling in any form. You really just want to get there and enjoy your time. If you're coming from outside of Scotland, you're obviously going to be getting the train or you're going to be flying, but once you've picked your destination, you just need to pick the method of transport which is going to get you there the quickest. With airports in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Aberdeen and Inverness, you're pretty well connected throughout the country. So Glasgow is the perfect kind of place to fly to if you're wanting the west coast, and Edinburgh the east, kind of lower east and Perthshire and borders, and obviously Aberdeen you've got Moray and Aberdeenshire coast, and then Inverness is the perfect kind of portal to the Highlands. So all of those airports are really well connected, and it really just depends on where you want to go. Cottages and Castles self-catering accommodation is mainly like rural kind of countryside locations, but we do actually have a number of properties in like smaller villages and towns which are really nice to go to, and actually the perfect stop for a kind of long weekend, because it gives you that mixture of remoteness but you're still around a village which maybe has pubs and restaurants. So some good examples of these are the Bothy, and the Bothy can be found just outside Dunkeld. It's in a really cool modern steading conversion. It sleeps two and it's really stylish and comfortable, and you can walk down to the village to grab a bite to eat. Or there's the Ardross Residence, which is a really cool swanky apartment in the centre of Inverness, and that's obviously perfectly located to enjoy nightlife. You're really close to the Caledonian Canal, Loch Ness and other areas of the Highlands, but you also get that taste of city life, which is really cool. And there's also a really kind of cool house cottage called Viewbank Gardens, and that's located in the heart of Pitlochry. Pitlochry is a really old traditional Scottish town, and again lots of kind of craft shops, galleries and places to eat there too. So if you know you want to come to Scotland but you don't really know where you want to go yet, it's definitely worth checking those 3 great properties out. So one of the next things you're going to have to think about is clearing your schedules. Obviously, if you both work, this is going to be a little bit trickier if you want to keep it a surprise. If it's not a surprise and you both know you're going away and you need the Thursday off, then you're sorted. But if it is a surprise and you need, say, a Thursday and a Monday off, or just a Thursday off, you're going to have to get in touch with your partner's boss and try and clear this for them. We personally think there's something really fun about that. Just adds the element of surprise and the extra thought that you've thought to do that for your partner. Everybody is obviously going to have their own challenges and hurdles with this part of the plan, but once it's done, you're on to the fun bit of actually booking your accommodation. This is where these holiday vouchers that I spoke about earlier are going to come in handy. So we think when picking your accommodation, you want to make sure it looks cozy, idyllic, stylish and welcoming. It just adds that special something and it will really make it exciting for the person you're trying to surprise. If the cottage is warm and welcoming, it just makes the experience so much more special. So throughout Scotland you can find some really lovely traditional stone-built cottages, and they're almost bordering on fairy tale-like, so they can just add that element of magic to your trip, and they can provide really lovely cozy places for you to enjoy. So for these you want to check out South Lodge in Meiklewortle, Aberdeenshire. It's really cute from the outside in, and it's been done up to a gorgeous standard, offering a clean and modern interior, and it's set amongst lots of trees and it's in the countryside and it's just really, really pretty. There's also a really lovely little cottage called Mar Lodge, which is really popular, and we think it's because it's got an open fire in the bedroom. It's just really, really cozy and perfect for those lazy mornings and evenings when you just want to spend time reading your book. It's also got a lovely open plan kitchen, living and dining space, which is definitely worth checking out. Another great one is Little Lisganachie, and this is a beautiful little cottage which is attached to a bigger holiday home, but very much set apart. You wouldn't know that you're next to a bigger holiday home. It's really small and compact inside, but perfect for two people looking to get away from everything. The open plan kitchen and living space is good for socialising, and the bed is really big and comfortable. So yeah, things to keep in mind are big comfortable beds, big couches to lay out on, and also you might want to look out for a bath in the bathroom for those evenings when you want a bubble bath, and also a well-equipped kitchen because you might be wanting to whip up a romantic meal. Bearing in mind this video is kind of aimed as a 2 or 3 night break, you probably won't have that much time to do everything in the area, but it's definitely worth locating the local What's On magazine because it's always full of fun events and activities that are kind of local to the area and that you can join in with. It's really good, it's got contact details and it's got prices for everything as well, so there might be a local show on at a local theatre or a cinema. There might be a special opening night at a close local restaurant. Anything like that is listed in the What's On magazine. Depending on where you are, you might want to try a quad bike ride, you might want to try a new mountain bike trail, you might want to bungee jump, a coastal boat ride perhaps, anything like that. You might want to try a castle trail, and that's the beauty of self-catering and the beauty of our holiday homes is that they're in these surprising places that you can just explore and do everything to your own time, and that's what makes it so special. So another thing we think you really need to think about is preparing for all weather. Scotland can throw any kind of weather at us at any time of the year, but especially in February you just don't know what you're going to get. One day you're going to have blue sky and sun, the next day it could be rainy and cloudy, and then another day you could have all 4 seasons in one day, which leaves it pretty exciting. We've got to be honest, we don't mind it, but it just means if you're not from here, you need to prepare for all kinds of weather. Warm trousers, warm jumpers, waterproof jackets, welly boots, walking boots, flip-flops, gloves and hats. I mean, that's all a really good start. An umbrella is a really good shout too because it could turn to rain any moment of the day. But at least if you're prepared, you're going to stay dry, and there's nothing worse than being wet when you're trying to enjoy yourself. So really try and avoid that if you can. So to round this whole video up, and the things that we think you need to think about before planning a break in Scotland is picking your destination, clearing your schedules, booking your accommodation, planning your activities, and dressing for the weather. But obviously the very last one is preparing a gift. Obviously if you've done all this and organised all of this, it's the best gift in the world, but you might want to like get a bottle of champagne or plan a romantic meal out, or maybe get some local crafted jewellery or art from a local artist. There's lots of little galleries all over Scotland, so wherever you go there's bound to be a kind of gallery or art shop you can buy something from. But it's always really nice to take something back from a trip, especially if you've been somewhere new, because it's a nice memory and a little memento. So there you have it, that's our advice. I hope it's been helpful, and remember that just because we're doing this on Valentine's Day, it doesn't mean that these cottages are only available on Valentine's Day. These cottages are available throughout the year, along with all of our other cottages for two. I'm going to put a link to the website page that has a full list of all our cottages that are available for romantic breaks down below, so you have easy access to them there. And remember, if you want to use one of those holiday vouchers, you can just get in touch with us and we can organise that for you. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you press the subscribe button and the bell icon, it just means you'll get alerts every time we post a video online. But for now, bye!